Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Let's make space for everyone to come join us comfortably, inshallah. Let's quiet up, get ready, inshallah. We have an important session today. Sisters, please come up, please. Everybody come forward. We're going to make space for everybody. Thank you. Yeah, you can sit. Is that all, sisters, or we have more classes? Any more classes coming down? Are we good to go? Sister Sarah, are we good to go, or are there more classes? That's it? Everyone's here? Okay, alhamdulillah, great. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Thank you so much for being so well behaved today. Look at you guys looking so wonderful. Today we have a very important session with Sister Naziat Hassan. She is a licensed mental health counselor for the state of New York. She is also one of the counselors at Queensborough Community College Counseling Center. So we're very happy to have her here. Today she will talk to us about the importance of anti-bullying. And the first thing that you may think, wait, I'm not a bully, right? But as Sister Naziat will explain, bullying is not just punching somebody in the face in the parking lot or taking their lunch, right? It can be something small. So when she's speaking today, make sure to think about it on your own, that does this apply to me? Is there any way I am bullying someone? I am isolating someone. I'm making someone feel bad. This is the house of Allah. This is the school. We all come here to learn. We want to make sure that everyone feels included, inshallah, okay? So once again, we're very grateful to Sister Naziat for collaborating with us with HIC Education Committee. And I'll give it to her, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Sister Naziat.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. MashaAllah, what a big crowd. What a big crowd. I'm so happy that you all are here today and you all joined this session. And we're going to talk a lot today about bullying. We're not just going to talk about bullying in the sense that the brother mentioned, where you punch someone in the face, you kick, you hit someone. But it's more along the lines of, what we say and how we make others feel, right? Because feelings, and a big component of bullying is our feelings, right? The first thing I want everyone to do is imagine a jar. Imagine that you have a jar, and in that jar, you are going to put things that you like about yourself, okay? So picture a jar. And in that jar, you're going to imagine things that you like about yourself, okay? And you're going to also put in the jar bad things that people have said to you about yourself, okay? I want you to imagine that, right? Which one do you think would be more? Yeah. Good things, right? So we think that, we often think as human beings that, when people say something negative to us or something bad to us, we always think that, that's true. But is it always true? No, right? So we need to keep that in mind that, we're more than what people say to us, right? We have good qualities that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed upon all of us, inshallah, right? And we're going to keep that in mind. So I want to talk to you a little bit about kindness, right? What does being kind mean? Yeah, I want to hear from you. Yeah. Being nice. Yeah. Helping people. Yeah. Not making fun of others. That's a big one. Yeah. That's right. In the back. I want to hear someone from the back. Yeah. Yeah. Respecting adults and peers. Yes. You have to watch our words. Right. Thank you. Yeah. Respect Allah. Yeah. Only say something if you have something nice to say. Yeah. You were going to say something. Help other people. Good. I see a hand in the back. Yes. Speak up. Giving charity. Very nice. Good. Thank you all. Thank you all. Very good. So everyone here knows what kindness is, mashallah, right? And kindness is a big component of being a Muslim, right? Allah tells us, not to make fun of others, right? And not to make anyone feel low or down about themselves, right? So Allah gave us that order, right? We have to respect people, because when we respect people, we respect Allah, right? And Allah says, don't oppress another person. What does oppress mean? Oppress means don't oppress someone with words, don't oppress someone with actions, meaning don't make anyone feel bad, don't hurt someone, right? So we have to keep that in mind. So thank you all for sharing. Okay, so yes, kindness is respect. Kindness is helping others, being understanding, sharing, caring for one another, right? When someone gets hurt, you help them get up, right? When someone gets hurt, you help them heal, what we call. You help them get better. So what happens to our hearts when someone is kind to us? What happens to our hearts? What do you feel inside when someone is kind to you? Yeah. Joy, right? Doesn't it feel good when someone is kind to you? And when someone says good things to you, right? And doesn't it make you want to give back? Doesn't it make you want to make someone feel good about themselves, right? So it makes our hearts beat faster. And also there's a chemical in our brain called dopamine, right? So that chemical increases in our brains when someone says something nice to us or someone does something nice for us. And also that chemical increases when we do something nice for someone else, right? It gives us pleasure. It gives us happiness, okay? So our hearts beat fast when someone is kind to us. We experience joy, we experience happiness, and we experience something called content. Does anyone know what content means? Being content? Yeah. You're happy, right? You're satisfied with something. Right? Very good, mashallah. Now, another question that I have for you is, what happens to us when someone is mean to us? I saw your hand go up first. The other person's heart gets black. Maybe, yeah. It hurts our feelings, right? It makes someone feel sad, right? We get hurt, and then we start to feel down. Yeah?
We don't bully.
Yeah.
And then people will start thinking about, people might try to think about his death, and the victim might even try thinking about hurting the bully.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Very good point. Very good. Thank you for sharing that. I know that wasn't easy to experience, right? But thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
So what happens when someone is mean to us is that they might feel uncomfortable, and if they say that is that and if they say like a bad thing to you, you might think of a comeback, and a comeback is a type of roasting, and roasting is a very good insult.
Very good. We're going to talk about that too. Did you have something you wanted to say? So a lot of things happened to us, right? Yes, you want to say something? I can't hear you. S- You said sometimes people bully you for a reason. Maybe they're not having a good day. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. So sometimes what happens to us when we experience bullying, right? Or when someone is mean to us, we start to like kind of shrink, right? We begin to feel small, and then we start to isolate ourselves, right? And then we should tell someone, but we don't tell someone. And we're gonna get into that a little bit later. So what is bullying, right? Bullying, as all of you know, bullying isn't just punching and kicking and hitting someone. It's not just picking on someone, but you can bully someone with words, right? You can bully someone by ignoring them. You can bully someone by talking behind their backs, right? And when they're in front of you, you're acting nice. Okay, so bullying isn't just physical. Bullying is through words. Also, do you think people can bully? I know we use the internet a lot, right? Can people bully through the internet? Cyberbullying. Right, cyberbullying. Why is cyberbullying easy? Why is it easy? I'm sorry? They search up? Yeah. Exactly, because they're not saying it to their face, right? And also, they won't know who you are on the internet. You can be something called anonymous, right? So cyberbullying has increased in the last few years because we have access to social media, we have our phones, we have the computer, the laptop. So a way to prevent cyberbullying is if someone has been saying mean things to you on the internet, just block them or report them. Okay, and if you can't do that, talk to an adult who can help you. Okay? So bullying is when someone hurts our feelings or is mean to us. We all know that. So who is a bully? Who can be a bully? Is it just girls? Is it just boys? Is it just kids? Is it just adults? Yes. So adults can also bully each other. Did you guys know that? Yes. So a bully can be anyone, right? A bully is someone mentioned earlier that, sometimes, so my next question is, so before I get into that, I wanted to say that bully is someone who uses their power, okay? Or they feel like they are in power, or they have an upper, higher position than us, and they use force to hurt us. So someone might think I'm just better than you, right? Or I'm bigger than you, I'm taller than you, so I might, I can easily push you around. Yes? I can't really hear you because people are talking here. Yeah. One time you got cyberbullied, and what did you do? Very good, right? So we want to be careful, and we also want to be careful of what we watch and what we see on social media and who we interact with. Yes. Yeah, and then you in the back. Yeah. Okay, very good. You told someone. Yes. Yeah. Oh wait, I think you wanted to say something, right? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
One person, the name of Sky, my comment, so I checked my notifications, and someone said, no one is Asian stupid.
How did you handle it?
Well, I reported them and they got blocked.
Very good. Very good. Yes. Hmm. How many of you use the internet a lot? Wow, okay. Do you use it for, so I have another question for you. So do you use it for educational purposes, like to do research, or do you use it for fun? Okay. Okay. So what kind of, so what do you define as fun on the internet? Roblox? Okay. So, okay. Fortnite, all right. So I'm hearing Roblox and Fortnite. So guys, listen. So
Guys,
even on those guys.
Quietly, please.
Thank you for sharing. So even on those games, right, people can be bullies to each other, right? People can comment nasty things to each other. So we have to be careful, we have to be mindful of what we do, and always, when you're always using the internet, always have your parent around, okay? So that's cyberbullying, okay? So bullying can be when someone pushes us, hits us, or kicks us, right? Bullying can be someone who says mean things to us, or even, talks behind our backs, spreads rumors, right? That happens a lot. Or just, what we call slandering, right? You slander someone. Or when someone is having a difficult time, instead of helping them, you make fun of them. So, what can we do to stop bullying, right? I know some of you have experienced bullying in the past, right? And you're sitting here and you're wondering, well, I'm not a bully, like the brother said, right? You're probably wondering that. I'm not a bully. Why am I sitting here and why am I listening to this? Why are you listening to me today, right? Sometimes we are not aware of our actions. Sometimes we don't know how our actions can affect someone else, right? So bullying, it can look different for everybody, okay? And we also have to be careful about accusing someone of bullying, okay? Someone has their hand up here. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Yes. Good, very good. So now that we know what bullying is and who a bully looks like, yes, you want to say something? When somebody bullies you, you raise your hand, right? You make someone aware, right? So what can we do? Yeah. That's not nice, right? What did your sibling do? Okay. All right. Good. So thank you all for sharing, right? And I'm sorry that you guys experience bullying, right? It's not easy. It's not something easy to experience. But I think, what's important is to know when you're being bullied, right? Is to look at the signs. And also look at the signs within yourself, right? Sometimes a lot of people, they don't share with others when they're being bullied, right? They don't tell anyone when they're being bullied because they think that if they tell someone that they're being bullied, the bully will continue to be mean to them, right? Or they're afraid that if I tell my parent or if I tell my teacher, the bully will continue to hurt me, right? So that's very important to keep in mind. But you have to also understand the signs, right? Sometimes when people bully another person, that victim or that person experiencing the bullying will isolate themselves, right? Or they don't want to go to school, or they don't feel like eating. Their sleep is off. They feel like crying all the time, right? Or sometimes they withdraw themselves from the community. They don't go out as much, okay? Or they have episodes of crying a lot. They're angry, they're aggressive, and they just can't explain, why they're feeling the way that they do, okay? So those are signs to look out for when you experience bullying, or if you know someone who is experiencing bullying. So what can we do to stop bullying, right? This is the purpose of our session today. This is the purpose of our conversation. What can we do to stop bullying? Right? The first step is to understand what's going on, right? Sometimes, sometimes people might think that, oh, this person made a joke. This person isn't a bully. But if that joke hurts your feelings, right? Sometimes people joke around, right? We all joke around and we think that it's fine. But there are some jokes that aren't fine, right? Some jokes do really hurt us. And if a person is constantly making those jokes, constantly feeling like, they have power to make those jokes, it's not okay. All right? So what can we do to stop bullying? You can tell the bully to stop. You can tell the bully to, stop doing what they're doing, and you can tell them how it makes you feel. Right? You can tell them that it hurts me. It hurts me when you talk behind my back. It hurts me when you say mean things to me, or when you make fun of my clothes, or when you make fun of my hair. Right? You can tell your parents. You can tell your teachers. You can tell an adult. If you see your friends getting bullied, you can ask them what happened. Right? What's going on? If you see a friend who is always happy and lively and bubbly, and then next thing you know, they're not as bubbly, or they're withdrawn, or they're quiet, you may want to ask them what's wrong, right? What's going on? And sometimes they won't share. But by you asking them what happened, you're creating that space. You're creating that welcoming environment for them to come to you for help. Does that make sense? Okay, good. And some other things that I can share with you is, I wanted to share something else. I'm gonna take off this plug. How's everyone feeling right now? Sad? Why are you feeling sad? Why do you think that? Okay, talk to me after we're done, okay? Who has a question? Yes. Say that again. I'm sorry. I couldn't understand you. Right, right. And bullying can be repeated, right? Bullying isn't just one incident. It can be multiple times, right? Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that someone mentioned earlier that bullies bully other people because they have a bad day, right? Or they're just not happy with themselves. Okay, sometimes bullies are bullied. Did you guys ever hear that? Bullies are bullied? Okay, sometimes, bullies act this way because they're being hurt, or they're upset, or they're angry. And sometimes, you guys can help a bully by being kind to them and asking, you can ignore them. You can ignore those negative comments. You can ignore them making fun of you. But you can also ask them, you are acting this way because you're hurt. What's bothering you? And see what they say maybe, right? Okay. So let me just pull this up. So I wanted to share some numbers with you guys, okay? Because numbers, this is to show you that how frequently bullying occurs, okay? So students ages 12 to 18, how many 12-year-olds are here? Okay. Okay, so students between ages 12 through 18 in grades 6 through 12 reported bullying. 19.2% of students ages 12 through 18 in grades 6 to 12 reported bullying. And then in school, 19% of students in grades 9 through 12 reported bullying on school property. Okay, so this is just to give you an idea of what, the statistics, the numbers behind bullying. Okay, it's a lot. We think 19% is a small number, but it's a lot. And a lot of times, children don't report bullying, right? Children don't report bullying to an adult, or they don't say, I'm being bullied. They keep it to themselves. So it's actually more than this number, okay? There are different types of bullying. So we talked about verbal bullying, right? Spreading rumors, talking behind someone's back, making fun of someone, right? Physical, social bullying, right? When you tell someone hey, don't interact with this person. When a group bullies someone, right? That's called social bullying. Okay, we talked about cyberbullying. So who can be bullied, right? We talked about who is a bully, but what about people who can be bullied, right? So who is most prone to being bullied? It can happen to anyone. Anyone can be bullied, right? Just like anyone can bully another person, anyone can be bullied. Anyone can be on the receiving end, okay? But studies have shown that people of color, like Muslim students, like, us, right? Us as Muslims, right? We're mostly bullied. Students of color, right? People who are different race, religion, culture, they're more prone to bullying. Neurodivergent students, so people with disabilities, right? With intellectual disabilities or physical disabilities, they're more prone to being bullied. Anyone who's seen as different, right? You ever look at, when we look at people, we often think that, oh, this person is different, right? We make assumptions about people, okay? And from those assumptions, we start bullying people, okay? Students who are deemed weak and unresponsive, students who are quiet, right? They're just easy to pick on, right? So the bully looks at them and they're just like, oh, this person is quiet, this person won't retaliate, this person won't say anything back, right? So it's easier to bully them. And then why do people engage in bullying, right? Why do people engage in bullying? So we talked about how they're having a bad day, right? Or they're having a bad time, or they're hurt. But it can also be something related to something called trauma, right? Has anyone ever heard of trauma before? Okay, so trauma is when there's something happened and that affects us in the long run, right? And any incident causing significant and drastic changes in someone's mental health, right? So something bad happened to you and you can't stop thinking about it, or you kind of like replay it in your head over and over again, that's trauma. Jealousy, right? Sometimes, people feel insecure, right? When they're around someone and they think, oh, maybe this person is better than me, but you know what? I can show off by being a bully to them, right? So trauma, jealousy, insecurity, and being bullied, right? Sometimes the bully is being abused at home, right? Sometimes that bully is just not happy with themselves, or they're having a difficult time to adjust to society. Okay? So there's a cycle of bullying, right? So it starts with someone bullying you, right? Them feeling good about themselves, okay? And they keep doing it over and over again, right? And they're gonna keep doing it to you because you're not saying anything or you're not speaking up, right? And it continues, right? Or if you do share it with someone, they start to bully you even more, right? So in schools especially, what needs to happen, right, is we need to create a safe environment. Like I said before, create a welcoming and safe environment, a safe space for someone to share their feelings with you. Be a positive friend, okay? Be a positive friend, be a kind friend. Ask your friend, what is going on? You look sad, all right? Don't just let them be. If you see someone being bullied, speak up or tell them that this is not okay. Communicate, use language, consistent language. What that means is that use positive language, right? Don't use words like, oh, you're stupid or you're dumb. Okay, we want to refrain from using those words. Okay, yes, you have a question? Sometimes that happens if that bullying is hurting you physically, right? But in schools, you can, if you tell, you can tell the teacher, right? And the teacher can remove that student from the classroom. Does that answer your question? Yeah. Okay. So we talked about talking to an adult, telling a teacher, telling the principal, getting parents involved, and all of that. Right? Yes. This person what? I'm sorry? And what did she do? Okay. So another thing you can do is ignore, right? Ignore the bullying and eventually they will stop, okay? Sometimes you don't have to respond back. But you do have the right. We as Muslims, when someone says something to us, we have the right to respond back. Not in a negative way, not in an aggressive way, but letting them know that this is not okay and this is hurting our feelings, right? We do have the right to say that, right? And we do have rights over ourselves. So how can you protect yourself? How can we protect ourselves, right? Safety, right? Go to a safe environment. Tell someone that you trust. Okay, tell a teacher, tell a parent that you trust, right? Anything else that you guys can think of to help you stop bullying?
Well, there was a time when I was in a room when there was no teachers or no adults. This was in the cafeteria, and the teachers were somewhere where I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just ignored them, and eventually, and after like a few minutes, I told them that he didn't stop it before I told him.
Good. How did that make you feel? And something else that you can do is if you feel like a teacher isn't helping you, right, in schools or anywhere else, you can go to the principal. Most likely the teachers will help you, but if that doesn't work, get your parents involved. Talk to the principal. Okay, have a conversation and see how you can mitigate the situation or help the situation. Okay? All right, so what questions do we have? What questions do we have? How are you guys feeling right now? Tired? Okay, we're almost done. But did we understand? Do you have a different view about bullying now than we did with before? Okay. All right. So now you know what to do, right? If you see someone being bullied or if you're being bullied? Yes? Right? You know what you're going to do? You're going to tell someone, right? You're going to report someone. You're going to block them. You're going to ignore them. Okay? And if you see a friend being bullied, what are you going to do? Yes. Very good. All right. Jazakallah khair, everyone. Thank you for listening to me. That's all I have for you today.
Thank you, Sister Naziat. One question I have for you guys. How many of us here think that we have been bullied before? Raise your hand. A lot of us, right? Okay, good. And we want to make sure that just because we were bullied, we felt hurt by someone, we don't pass that down to somebody else, right? Because the Prophet ﷺ himself, he was bullied too. When his sons and children were passing away, his heart was broken, just like any of us hearts would have been broken, right? He was crying, he was sobbing, his chest was like a boiling pot, right? And he was grieving. But there are people around him that were going around and making fun of him. Some calling him that he is the aqta' person, the abtar, that he's not going to have any children, no legacy, no offsprings. Look at him, and he claims to be a prophet. They were bullying him in society because his son died. Later on in his life, the Prophet ﷺ, in his gathering, a child like your age, one of you guys, they used to come to his gathering and sit, and the father was there too. And all of a sudden, this young boy stopped coming to his gathering. And the Prophet ﷺ went to ask, what happened to this boy? How come I don't see him? So the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, halak. This boy, he passed away. Remember, his father used to come, his father used to bring him, but now he is grieving himself. He is at home, just trying to process all this pain that he is going through. So the Prophet ﷺ said, go and bring that man. They brought him to the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet ﷺ told him, oh such and such, would you prefer that you enjoy the company of your boy, your child, for the rest of your life? He grows up, he goes to school, he gets married, he has children, and you see all of that, and you're happy and delighted and satisfied? Or do you prefer that because Allah took him away at such a tender young age, that on the day of judgment, he is rushing forward to open one of the gates of Jannah for you, waiting for you there? Which one do you prefer? He says, Ya Rasulullah, I prefer the latter, that he passed away and inshallah he's waiting for me in Jannah, waiting to open the door for me. You see how the Prophet ﷺ stopped bullying at him? Someone bullied him. He could have made fun of them like that too, but he didn't. So all of us, inevitably, without a doubt, we will go through events like that in our lives. We're bullied, we're hurt. But we want to make sure that we find people to talk about, our parents, our friends, counselors like Sister Naziat, Hassan. We seek those therapies and help and make sure we process it and get it out of ourselves and we don't pass it down. Everybody here promise to do that? Inshallah, raise your hand if you promise to do that. Inshallah. Everybody say Inshallah. Khalas, Inshallah. Teachers, if you can please guide your classes back to the classrooms. Jazakallah khair once again, Sister Naziat, for joining us today. We hope to collaborate more in the future as well. Jazakallah.